Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we will discuss about a topic, what is a project. Friend, this is a very important, or you can say a very basic or fundamental concept of project management, that what is called as a project. So friend, a project as per the definition of PMI or PMBOK, Project Management Body of Knowledge, a project is temporary effort to create a unique product, service or result. A project has a definite start and end time. So friend, this was a definition. Let me give you a very simple example of project. For example, you have to make a mobile application for a company, for a bank, through which you can do the payments or fund transfer. So it will have some objectives, it have some main purpose of making the project, and it will give some service to customers, and it has some starting and ending point. What does that mean? Friend, for example, if you are if let's assume that you are a bank and you need a mobile application through which the customers can do the fund transfer. So you will give the agreement or contract to some software house, and software house will make a project and will make the delivery or service through which they develop the mobile application, and they will give you some timeline that we will start, for example, in January, and in March this mobile application will be ready, and by April you can deliver it to the customers. So friend, remember one thing, that project in project management body of knowledge as per the PMP, friend, project is a unique service, it has some unique product, and it has some starting and ending point. Remember one thing, that project cannot be a long lasting thing. It doesn't mean that project will always running, because if it's always running, it cannot be a project, it will become an operational work. For example, if you are working in a operation department, so if you say that the operational work is a project, so it is not true. Operational work means some routine works, and you have to do the routine work on daily basis. Or you can say, for example, if you just imagine a factory in which, for example, any specific, uh, let's assume, shampoo or soap or some other product they are making. So if you are saying that you are working in a factory and producing some product, like for example shampoo or soap, on daily basis, so it's a project. Remember one thing, it's not a project. Because why? It's a routine work, it's a operational work, and there is no concept of time frame. Like, it's not there is no starting or ending point, or there is no unique service or product, because you have to produce the product on daily basis, and each day you have to produce. So there is no concept of starting and ending point, that it's in the factory. If you are working in a factory, so you can't say that we will start in January, and by 13th of January we will producing this product. If you are considering this as a project, so it's not true. Remember one thing, that there is a very major difference between a project and a operational work, is that project always have some unique service or product, and it has some starting and ending point. However, if we compare it with the operational work, the operational work doesn't give you a unique service, and also it doesn't have any starting and ending point. So this is a very major and basic difference as well. Let me give you another very basic example of a project. For example, you are working in a hospital, and you have a requirement that you have to build the dental the building for dental clinic, in which you can treat the teeth. So the making the development of building for dental clinic, it's also a project. Why? Because it has some starting point and ending point. Let's assume that you will start in June, and by end of July you have to complete it, and at the end of the time you have some type of building, some thing you will have in your hands. So this is called the concept of project. Always remember that project has a unique service or product, and it has the starting and ending point. Let me give you another example, that you are working in a software house, and there is a requirement that you have to build an attendance system, and through which the employees can come, and they can, you can say, by using QR code, or you can say the thumb impression, they have to record the attendance, and on basis of the attendance, time in and time out, you have to generate multiple MIS reports for the senior management. So implementation of attendance system for a company is also a type of a project. Why? Because again, same thing, that project means that you have to start it somewhere, at some start point, and you have to end it, you have to complete the development at some point. So it has some starting point and ending point, and after the time frame, completion of time frame, you will give some product, you will give some output. So this is called the this will called as a project. Now remember one thing that to make a project, to manage a project, you always need a project manager, and a project plan is also needs to be created by the project manager. So whenever we talk about project, so there is a very related term called as project manager. Project manager is a person who leads a project, who manage the project. For example, if you can just imagine that if you have to develop a house or building in some area, so you need a one responsible person, a one point common person, one point person point, through which you can communicate. He can tell you that this thing is needed, in what time the house will complete, what material is required, how many resources are required. Just imagine the building, the development of a building, the development of house. You need a one responsible person. You can imagine this person as a project manager, and the development of house as a project. Just imagine this thing, that the development of house is a project, and the person who is responsible to make the house is a project manager. Just compare this thing. So now the development of a house is a project, and it has some starting and ending point, and after the ending of time frame, you will get the building, you will get the house. And a project manager is a person who is responsible to plan all the things required to develop the house, the material, the resources, and all the types of communication, that he will tell you that how much funds are required to purchase the things, when to give the salaries to resources, what are the risks are involved if you develop the house in that manner, what are the benefits you will get if you develop the house in that manner. So are you getting my point, that project manager is a person who is responsible to make the house, who leads the development of house. Similarly, if we talk about project management, project is also the same thing. If we compare it with the development of house here, project is the thing that you can say a unique service or product, and it has some starting and ending point, and once you will complete, it will finish. Are you getting my point? Like every project has some time frame, has some specific time frame, and once the time frame finished, the project will also be finished, and we have to release the resources. For example, if some house is building in your area, you will notice that it will start at some point, and after some months it will finish. In during while the development of house is in progress, you will notice that the resources are working, they are carrying the cements or other things, etc. Once the building is complete, the resources will also be released. So this is the concept of project as well, that the project has some starting and ending point, and once the project time frame is finished, things are finished, scope is finished, so project is also finished and resources will have to release from the project. So this is called the main concept of project management. Remember one thing, that project always have some objectives and purpose. There's always a need and specific purpose in our mind to make a project. This is not possible that without any need or without any specific reason we can start a project. Always there is a need and purpose to make a project. So friend, I have tried my level best to explain the basic concept of project. I hope you like it. Please share it with your friends and colleagues, and also please subscribe to my channel. And thanks a lot for your time for watching this video. Thank you. That's all from my side. Thank you.